Well, hello and good morning from the Sierras of Córdoba here in Argentina. It is autumn here in the southern hemisphere, so I've been enjoying these beautiful colors that we are surrounded by. They just peaked like a week ago, and yeah, it's just really nice, really beautiful, and super peaceful here in the countryside. And autumn here in the Sierras means that we have really cool mornings, then really hot afternoons, and it cools down once again in the evenings because of the altitude. So I thought it would be really nice to just show you what an autumn day in the Sierras is like. I've planned a nice little menu. We're gonna prepare a hearty autumn stew and just enjoy nature, enjoy the colors, and we'll see what the day brings. But you're invited to come along. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I tell you I'm not really an amazing cook, but I figured I would share my recipe in case you want to try recreating this. So basically this is a sweet potato and carrot stew because that's what I was able to find at the market. So I started off by chopping some onions, some leftover salami that we had in the fridge, put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, fried that up, caramelized the onions. Then I added in all my vegetables, potato, sweet potato, carrots. I put in some tomato paste, and then I took those Knorr cubes, you know how you can get them with like beef, chicken, vegetable flavor. I took a veggie and tomato one, diluted that in warm water, added that in because we needed more liquid, more volume. And I've just tried it now. It needs a little bit of salt, and I'm also going to be adding a spoonful of sugar because I find the sugar kind of cuts that, I don't know, acidity the tomato sauce can have. So that is the plan so far. I'm gonna let this cook for about half an hour or until my vegetables are soft. And then we will serve up this wonderful autumn stew. And I also found a rosemary bush here in the yard of the house we're renting. You can see it right there. So I just grabbed like 3 little shoots, I guess you could say. And I'm just gonna add them in whole to add a bit of flavor to our stew. Lunchtime. Hi. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for this wonderful stew. This is
Yes.
100% your creation effort. I've been writing a blog post all day, so I haven't done anything to help.
Well, Sam does the dishes, so
I do the
I
dishes.
do the cooking. He does the cleanup.
So I appreciate the warm plate of food in front of me.
Yeah, and it's just a quiet Sunday. The sun came out, so we've got blue skies. Oh, there goes Kitty running across.
Oh, meowsies. That's actually where the fox hangs out.
Yeah.
Wonder if they intersect at some point. Intersect.
It's a very skittish cat, I have to say.
Oh, yeah. It's more skittish than the fox, believe it or not.
Yes.
The fox is willing to get a little bit closer. And the funny thing about the fox, and I've noticed this about the other foxes on the property, is that they will run away from you, but you have to get close, and they only go a little bit. They kind of only run away a little bit, and then they're at their comfort level away from you, and they're not afraid. But for instance, this cat just bolts and takes right off.
Well, I'm curious for you to try the stew and tell me what you think. You don't need to exaggerate.
No, I'm serious. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's funny, like whenever we have a cloudy, overcast day, like low-hanging clouds, I would say, it's really, really cold and it feels like the middle of autumn. But today the sun came out and it feels like a summer's day. So I've got this hearty dish for us, and meanwhile, it's not even that cold out.
Yeah, the funny thing is you have to prepare for both, right? Being up in the high altitude too means that you do get that extreme of temperatures.
We've got the tea.
Got the tea. Now let's go find the shade. Or, in your case, the sun. I'll take the shade. Thank you.
Which way shall we go today?
We've got a lot of options. Why don't we go down to the big tree?
Let's go choose a tree.
Come. It's funny. It's maybe one of the funnier ones.
Tea, please.
Tea? Would you like a tea?
I'd love a tea. Thank you. Cheers.
There you go. Enjoy your tea.
Thanks.
That's the worst accent of no particular country of all time. Sorry guys, I just had a shower. My hair is drying in real time.
Yeah.
But
your hair's getting long.
Yeah. It's a busy day for me. I banged out a 2,000 word blog post and just took a shower. So I'm letting my brain kind of relax. You know, when you're writing all day, it sort of takes up a lot of your mental space. So I'm really, really excited just to chill right now. I love that mate. Cheers to relaxing. Cheers to the perpetual sounds of nature we hear out here.
Yes.
And cheers to all the sunlight we've been getting too.
So this is a nice little routine we have going on. We try to go out in the afternoons and either like have a cup of tea outside or enjoy a little 15-minute snooze or just like lay down on the grass under a tree.
Or go for like a sunset walk.
Oh yeah, we've been doing lots of those. Yeah.
We're going to do both. We might do all three today.
We'll go hiking today for sure. That's part of the plan.
We still have some sunlight hours.
Yeah. So. It just turned out to be such a nice day. Like today honestly feels like summer. This is not what I was expecting. It was not the plan. It doesn't feel very autumny temperature wise.
We kind of catapulted ourselves away from the end of a Canadian winter too. So even though it's not like mid-20s or anything, this feels very relatively warm at the moment. So yeah, this is wonderful.
What do you think?
No better place to take a nap. I'm seeing all kinds of birds. There's literally green parrots that are coming by. Yeah. And another one that I couldn't identify. They're very vocal. You can hear them right now.
Up there somewhere in that tree.
Yeah. Is that better than Netflix? This is like, actually I should say it's like our own little personal Nat Geo. And we appears to be condors soaring above us. Oh my gosh.
Well, the GoPro can't capture it. They're like little black dots. But for now, the parrots keep us company.
They're our best friend. No, the fox is our best friend.
The fox is the best friend?
Yeah, it's ahead of the cat. I like cats more, but that cat just doesn't get close enough. So the fox is the best friend.
So basically, our plan is to walk down a new street every day.
Winging it.
I
love it. Yeah, this is the funny thing is this is probably the most convenient or easy route from our place, and this is actually the first time we've tried going down here. Literally no idea what we're gonna find.
Just a dirt road,
It's a dirt road.
friends. Let's see where it leads.
Okay, down that way. Interesting. Although no, that's clean. It's got a permission.
This is a very cool plant here. Look at those feathers. There go the pigeons. They're frightened away by our presence. Oh. So, the two animals that are always in the back of my mind whenever I'm kind of walking down a very rural, lonely dirt road are the wild boars and the pumas. Now, the pumas don't tend to wander into town, but they are in the area. They do live in this part of the province.
But they're more,
So,
they dwell more in the mountains, I would say,
yes.
right? So it'd be quite a rare sighting to see one. The thing is about the puma, and I grew up in a part of Canada where they had the pumas, we call them cougars, is that they're so stealth that the chances of you actually seeing them are they'll see you before you'll see them most of the time. They're usually camouflaging or up in trees, or you know, they're extremely strategic in the way they approach, well, I guess potential prey, really.
Yeah.
So
I have a funny story, actually.
yeah.
On one of the earlier trips, not the first trip where I brought you here, maybe the second one when my parents also came, but like you, my mom and I had gone walking down a very lonely back road. It was a dirt road, and people had warned us, be careful for the pumas. And then we went pretty far, and then we're like, oh, we should turn around and go back. So we start walking back, and I hear something that's following us. And I turn around, and I see this furry, like beige creature. And I'm like, oh no, a puma has followed us. But it took me like a second for my brain to clue in, like, no, this is a dog. This is just a beige dog that kind of looks like the color.
That reminds me of when we took Togo to Nova Scotia on Cape Breton Island, and we let him loose because we thought we were the only people on this walking trail, and I think the kind of went around the corner, and people thought he was a bear.
A black bear.
It's quite bushy. So oh, this is a nice
area. I've never been here before.
This is actually, this looks like it could lead a fair ways down. So
yeah. It's crazy because I grew up in this village, and like I walked up and down the main road and visited a few neighbors down some side streets. But there's like some lovely, like, look at these views. You're gonna see the Sierras in a few moments.
Interesting brick home over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
nice.
It's obviously new development
Yes.
since you were a young one here.
A
young'un.
A wee little one.
A wee little one, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is so nice. I'm excited to explore new roads and get to know this town and what it's become over the past 2 decades. We're filming a little clip for A Week in the Life because we're just hanging out here on the porch as the wine goes down.
We've got sunset.
As the sun goes
the wine is going down, by the way, actually.
But Sam just said something that's so true. This is better than Netflix because right in front of us, we've got a fox visiting. Yeah. Who needs to be watching television when you've got like wildlife, Nat Geo TV?
We gave it some gourmet cheese, so
gourmet cheese.
It loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not the best thing to feed it, obviously, but it absolutely loved it.
But it was our first meeting with the fox. We
first meeting.
To feel welcome.
Yeah, and it was just sitting around and hanging out on the grass. Like it feels like, I think it feels okay around here. Like doesn't feel threatened. It was just sitting down.
I think it is used to tourists staying in the cottage and most likely feeding it, because he came like a dog and he just lay down and he was staring at us here on the porch, and it's like, oh, you want something, buddy?
It was kind of cute.
Yeah.
And now he's doing it now. He's
just curling up with his tail. Yeah. He's like, I'm just gonna rest here. This is where I live. Actually, I saw this fox when I woke up this morning. I think it was the same fox, but we've got these big glass windows, and he was just like going across the yard.
We've got some cats coming through, and we've got some wildlife for sure. I'm seeing green parrots. So
green parrots. So yes, wine, chocolate. That is how we're
By the way, this is a great flavor. First time to try it. This is yours.
Thank you.
Trey's sueños.
sueños. 3 dreams, shall
Yep.
we say? It's milk chocolate, white chocolate, and dark chocolate combined. 3
Oh,
layers of chocolate.
it's really
Good
nice.
stuff.
Yeah, and the fox is still hanging out.
Fox is
This
chilling.
is great.
We're chilling.
We're chilling. The fox is chilling. Every creature,
It's a chill place.
every creature in the property is chilling, including us.
Yeah. Also, I just scooped out 2 little flies from my wine, but we're still going here.
Still going strong.
Still going.